anytime I drop video contents like this. And without wasting much time, guys, let's take a look at the charts. Alright guys, so now Israel launched an attack on Iran, and this actually brought about a drop in the traditional markets, the crypto space. Even the S&P 500 was affected as a result of this negative news. And we just received another news that Iran has retaliated with more bombings on Israel, on Israeli territory. And I just want to come out and speak about what I expect the markets to do and my own honest opinion about this news, because this is actually leaving a lot of persons confused right now in the markets. A lot of persons do not really know what's going to happen. A lot of persons are confused. There's actually a fear of war. There are tensions regarding the startup of a war and all that, and this is affecting the global markets negatively. So guys, if I want to give you guys my honest opinion, I would want to take you back to time. Okay, let's go back to time now. In the year 2023, precisely the month of October, 7th of October, now Hamas launched a surprise attack on Israel, and they made away with a lot of Israeli hostages, and this also caused the markets to rattle negatively. So I would like to bring that to your attention and then show you what happened after that time. So I am of the opinion, guys, that something similar to what happened in the year 2023 is going to repeat itself again. And this is the reason why I'm producing this video, because I want you to be updated. I want you to be informed. I want you to be prepared for what is coming. Okay, and I'm going to be sharing with you evidence and facts from the charts to back up whatever it is that I'm saying. Okay, so now guys, if we take a look at this chart, this is the period that Hamas attacked Israel, and you all can see that the stock market had a negative effect. As a matter of fact, the market tanked, the market dropped. It was on the 7th of October, and the stock market had a rattle effect during that time. You can see the market was in an uptrend, and then suddenly we started dropping. Guys, we dropped by 6.57% approximately. Okay, the stock market dropped as a result of that attack, as a result of the negative news of that attack. Okay, and during this time, a lot of persons were of the opinion that the stock market was going to keep on dropping, that we had entered into a bear market. But now what happened, guys? Rather than this taking place, the stock market only ended up forming a bullish divergence. Okay, this was going down, but if we take a look at this indicator, guys, during the same period, we would see that this indicator was doing what? Rather going up. And what happened, guys? This was the effect of that bullish divergence. The stock markets appreciated. Take a look at this, guys. The stock market appreciated all the way from this point here. We had an increase by roughly more than 16% increase after that news took place. So this was like a disappointment to the bears, okay, because a lot of bears felt, as a matter of fact, not a lot of bears, the bears in the market felt the market would keep on going down, but rather we were only forming a market bottom, which led to this massive rally that you see here in the stock market. And guys, we kept on increasing even more than 16%. Can you see that? We kept on increasing more than 16%. So this is actually a very funny scenario, guys. Very, very funny scenario, you know. And the Crypto Prophet, I called for this market bottom. Okay, this was in the month of the month of March, April. I told you guys that the stock market was going to bottom, and this happened, and you all can see how the stock market has appreciated. So guys, I've called for all this last year, and we entered into the year 2025. And guys, I called for this market bottom in the year 2025. I told you all to invest. I called for this bullish divergence in the stock market. I informed you all about this, and now here we are. So guys, fast forwarding back to where we are currently in the markets, okay, there's something I want to take note of. Now, first thing first, I want us to take note of this particular formation. This is a bullish divergence. I don't know how many persons are seeing this. Now, when Israel attacked Iran, definitely the markets reacted and fell and dropped. But now I want to bring this all to your notice, guys. Now the market seems to be forming a bullish divergence, and I'm going to show you this in some minutes. Okay, now take a look at this, guys. This indicator is going up and supporting the price. Okay, this blue line is going up and supporting this price, and you all can see that the price is forming a lower low. But now if we take a look at this indicator, guys, I want to show you all something. Look at this. This is rather doing what? Forming a higher high. This indicator is going up, but the price seems to be going down. Guys, this is a bullish divergence forming, and currently we are finding support on this blue line. Listen, guys, this is what I need you all to understand. Now, whenever you're operating or when you're working with the traditional markets, you don't need to follow the crowd. Because if you follow the crowd, you would end up missing something very important. Now, I am showing you all this bullish divergence that is forming. Right now, there is tension everywhere. There is tension in the Middle East. There's tension everywhere, and it is affecting the market. As a matter of fact, Bitcoin dropped. But this is why the channel of the Crypto Prophet is very unique, because I would show you what others do not see. I would show you what others do not talk about. If you ask me, guys, I would tell you this, and this is my honest opinion. You should be watching out for a market bottom, because this is what happened during the time of Hamas and Israel. When that issue started, a lot of people missed that market bottom. Why? Because they shorted the market thinking the news was going to affect the market and the market would keep on tanking. This was the problem, and they missed the market's bottom, and the market picked up and ended up creating new highs. So I am of the opinion that the market is getting set to pump, guys. I'm of that opinion, and I've showed it to you. This is a bullish divergence, and as a matter of fact, even if the price should go down lower, we are still going to form another bullish divergence, a stronger bullish divergence. Why? Because I am of the opinion that the stock market is going to make a new high. I'm expecting the stock market to create a new all-time high, guys. I'm expecting it to happen. And if I take out these lines to show you all something, let's take a look at the formation of the stock market. Now, guys, since the stock market entered into a bullish mode, we have not dropped below this blue line. We've not. And even if we drop below this blue line, guys, I think we're going to find support on this yellow line. Definitely. We are going to find support on this yellow line, even if the stock market breaks this blue line. So far, we haven't broken the blue line, guys. So far, we haven't broken this blue line. So I think we're going to find support on this yellow line, and I would back up this claim with the next charts I'm going to show you all. Let's get to the next charts. Let me show you what is there. I just want to bring something to your notice. Now, if you take a look at the VIX is the inverse of the S&P 500. Now, if you take a look at the VIX, you would see that in the VIX, we have had a death cross. We've had a death cross in the VIX. And this death cross is going to affect the VIX negatively at some points. So, if we are having this death cross currently in the VIX, then I am of the opinion that the stock market is going to pump. Because if we are having a death cross in the VIX, then that means we should be expecting a positive cross, which is a golden cross in the S&P 500. And I'm going to be showing you that in the next part of this video. I'm going to be showing you the possibility of the S&P 500 having a golden cross. So this is why I'm making this video, guys. Listen, I, the Crypto Prophet, I am very experienced. I'm very experienced in this game, and I do not follow the crowd. I do not follow the crowd. I follow what I know. I follow my instincts. And I'm telling you all this, as many of you that are watching this video, if you're trading the markets, you have to be very careful. Don't just be there assuming that this market is going to keep on tanking. Why? Because this has happened in the past, and it's ruined a lot of people. It's ruined a lot of people. It burnt a lot of accounts. A lot of people lost monies. Why? Because they were thinking the war is going to escalate. They were thinking the market is going to keep on dropping, because definitely the news of war is a negative news. Okay, it's a negative news. So definitely you should be expecting the markets to react negatively. But what I'm telling you all is this: if you don't know what you're doing, if you don't make your proper research, you would end up getting into a very big mess with the markets, because the market will take you by surprise and rather do the opposite of what everybody's talking about. So I'm pointing out these clues to you all to enable you know what I'm talking about, okay? And my message is clear. And that message of mine is this: I feel and I am of the opinion and I think that this market is forming a bottom, and this market is going to pump. I've showed you the bullish divergence forming in the S&P 500. I've showed you the death cross forming in the VIX. And now I'm going to show you the golden cross forming again in the S&P 500. Then we would enter into Bitcoin before I end this video. The S&P 500, and just as I showed you all the death cross forming in the VIX, I am showing you all the golden cross that is forming in the S&P 500. Look at this, guys. This white line is about crossing this red line. This is a golden cross. Okay, this is a bullish golden cross. So now, guys, what I'm expecting the S&P 500 to do is this. Now, even if we have a drop, I feel the S&P 500 will just come back and test these lows. Okay, the lows that we had on the 22nd of May last month. This is the month of June 2025. So the prices we had as the lowest point in the month of May, I am of the opinion that even if we do drop more in the S&P 500, at some point around this region, the S&P 500 would bottom, and this golden cross would come into full force and end up driving the price. Now, there's something I also need you guys to understand. Hope you guys are aware that the S&P 500 is not so far from attaining a new all-time high, just like Bitcoin. The stock market is not too far from having a new all-time high. So I wouldn't be surprised, guys, if this is the drop that would give us a new all-time high for the S&P 500 and even break this all-time high. Let's import in this line so you can see what I'm talking about. Guys, take a look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Let's remove out this line, okay, to avoid much confusion. Let's take out this line. So guys, if you take a look at this now, you would see that the S&P 500 is not so far from having a new all-time high. Okay, we can even calculate the percentage and see we are just around, let's say, 2 to 4% away, or let's just say within 3% away from having a new all-time high. So what do you think this golden cross is going to cost? In my own opinion, guys, this golden cross is going to cause another new all-time high for the S&P 500. And if this happens, guys, the whole market is going to be in a frenzy. Even the crypto space is going to have a new all-time high. Bitcoin would break $112,000. So this is what I'm dragging to your notice, guys. Listen, this is why you need people like the Crypto Prophets. And this is why the channel of the Crypto Prophet is very unique, because I give you information and I give you secrets that you're not going to find elsewhere in the crypto space. As a matter of fact, permit me to say this, I may be amongst the few persons globally that is seeing this, and I'm informing you all. So in the midst of all this confusion, in the midst of all these troubles, in the midst of all this negative news, please do not get distracted and miss this opportunity. Don't for any reason. Because even if you've been liquidated, even if your trades are down, because a lot of persons were expecting Bitcoin to break and keep on climbing, okay? But you see, when this news came, it halted the move and ended up dragging down the markets. But now you see, I'm coming to tell you all that rather than this market staying low, rather we are getting set for a new all-time high. So don't miss this opportunity. This is my message to you all. Let's get into the Bitcoin charts. Alright guys, so now this is the charts of Bitcoin. This is the inverse chart of Bitcoin, and this indicator was developed by me, the Crypto Prophet, and I want to point out something very important for you all to see. Okay, something very important I need you all to take note of. Now if you guys take a look at this chart, you would see that in the midst of all this confusion, now whenever this chart goes up, Bitcoin comes down. This chart, as a matter of fact, acts as the inverse of Bitcoin. But I want to point out something, guys. Now in the midst of all this confusion, as this chart is going up and the price of Bitcoin is coming down, there is something nobody is seeing that I, the Crypto Prophet, I have detected. And what is that thing? That thing is this: we just had a death cross in these charts. We just had a death cross in these charts, guys. Listen, I don't know what people out there are saying, but I'm telling you all that Bitcoin is about pumping, guys. Bitcoin is about pumping. I don't know what... Listen, you've got to know this. Bitcoin is about pumping. And you're going to see Bitcoin crossing 110, 112, breaking $112,000 very soon. It is coming, guys, and this news is what is bringing about this effect or this move that I'm seeing. This is a death cross, so don't be surprised if very soon you see Bitcoin retracing. All of a sudden you just see a pump from nowhere and you see Bitcoin begin pumping, because this chart is getting set to drop. This is the information that I'm providing you all, so you need to be ready. Okay, you need to get set and you need to be ready for this move. If you choose to believe me, fine. If you choose to doubt me, that's your business. Okay, now if you guys observe something, guys, when we had this golden cross for these charts, this chart went up and Bitcoin really tanked very well. But now in this particular situation, guys, in this particular scenario, we are having this death cross, and you can see that the price is rather on top of the death cross. So if this death cross gets worse, the price is definitely going to be dragged downwards to this point, and you would see Bitcoin pumping. And if Bitcoin pumps, the whole market is going to follow suit. The whole crypto space is going to follow suit as well. So let's talk about the next chart before I end this video, and then we will take a look at Ethereum. Now, if you guys observe something, we are also having a death cross in this chart as well. This is why I'm of the opinion that you guys need to be careful. Okay, you guys need to be extremely careful. If you're following the news, you've got to be very careful. Now, when we had this death cross, when we had this white line cross this red line, look at the rattle effect it had on this chart. We had this chart drop, and this was in the month of November. last year 2024, and you all know what happened in the month of November. Bitcoin pumped very strong in the month of November. And now guys, I'm coming to tell you all. Now when we had this golden cross, take a look at this. Guys, I've got very lovely indicators. These indicators were developed by me. I have very good information that you're not going to find elsewhere in the crypto space. So when I'm speaking, I know exactly what I'm saying. Take a look at this white line, guys, and this red line. This white line here crossed, golden cross. We had this pump for this chart, and this brought a devastating effect to Bitcoin. Now guys, we are having this negative, sorry, we had this death cross, and this brought about a pump for Bitcoin in the month of November 2024. And then we had this same death cross, we had this same golden cross, and this brought about a negative effect for Bitcoin. Bitcoin dropped. Now guys, we are about having another death cross for this chart, and if this death cross takes place, definitely Bitcoin is gonna pump. So you see guys, I've showed you a lot of examples. I've showed you the stock markets, I've showed you the VIX, and now I'm showing you Bitcoin. In my own opinion guys, get set for the pump that is coming. There's a pump that is building that would end up producing a new all-time high for Bitcoin. Please do not miss this pump for anything. Do not miss this pump for anything. I repeat myself again. Do not miss this pump for anything. Do not miss this pump for anything. You are not going to get this information anywhere else outside the Crypto Prophets. Even if you're going to get it, nobody's going to explain it to you like this or show you this with examples and with proofs. So take note of what I'm saying. So let's enter into the chart of Ethereum. Can you guys see what I told you all? You see, this is why you need to follow people like the Crypto Prophets. This is why you need people like the Crypto Prophets. Guys, watch out this. Look at this. This is a golden cross for Ethereum. And Ethereum has been battling with this yellow line. So what do you think is going to happen? What I think is going to happen is this. This chart is going to break out. Ethereum chart is about breaking this yellow line. And this yellow line has acted as some form of support and resistance for Ethereum for a long time. Okay, we had support here on this yellow line. Here we had it as support and then broke it, and we've been having it as resistance for a while. Okay, Ethereum has been battling with this yellow line. So guys, what do you think is going to happen? What I think is going to happen is this. Ethereum is going to have this bullish cross, and we would end up breaking this yellow line. And if we do break this yellow line, guys, Ethereum is going to go up, and this is going to drag every other coin upwards as well. So this is what you have, guys. Number one, you have the stock markets forming a bullish divergence. You have the VIX having a death cross. You have the S&P 500 about having a golden cross. You have Bitcoin, the inverse of Bitcoin, having a death cross as well. And you have Ethereum having a golden cross, about forming a golden cross. So what else are you looking for? So I am of the opinion, guys, that this market is about pumping. You need to be patient. Don't get carried away by the news, because if you get carried away by the news, you're going to miss this opportunity. This is why you need people like the Crypto Prophets. So in regards to the dates and the time, guys, well, I'm not going to give you that. I know it because this information lies with me. So I am the one who has the keys, even though you're going to find this information out there, but you will not find anybody that would show you the exact points, just as I'm doing right now. So this is why you need to follow the Crypto Prophet. So send me an email, tradingexploits7@gmail.com. The admins are going to respond to you, and then we take it up from there. Okay, if you want to join the channel of the Crypto Prophet. So that will be all for now, guys. I remain the Crypto Prophet. God bless you all. See you in my next video. Thank you.